What's poppin', YouTube? Let's get to it, man. I want y'all to listen to something real quick, and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on it. Y'all listen to this real quick.
Why can't we get by in this country anymore just working one fucking job, like our parents and grandparents did? But when did survival become a group project? Everybody's so quick to yell, just work harder, grind more, pick a side hustle. But the real question is, why the hell should we have to? Why is one full-time job no longer enough to afford food, rent, and peace of mind? Why are we working 50, 60 hours a week away from our families and, still checking our bank apps like we committed a crime? Why is owning a home now treated like some luxury fantasy instead of the bare minimum of our parents achieved with a high school diploma and a single paycheck? Why are people forced to DoorDash after 10-hour shifts just to afford eggs, gas, and maybe prescription medicine, maybe even diapers? Why do people celebrate people working for themselves into exhaustion, but shame them for admitting they're struggling? Why do we keep pretending this is normal? You shouldn't need a second job to just keep your head above water. You shouldn't have to burn out just to barely get by. Why is everything rising except our wages? This isn't laziness. This isn't lack of ambition. This is like a system designed to drain you and convince you that it's your fault. It's not your fault. You're not behind. We're being buried alive and then told to be grateful for the dirt.
Alright, now we back. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on what I think about this situation, man. Might not be motorcycle related, but I can see motorcyclists being related to this in some way, shape, or form. Meaning, motorcycles do cost money, and I don't want people to be fooled into believing that you can just go out here. These people's just out here buying these bikes. And this money is this expendable, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people to believe, because a lot of times YouTube and content creators can be misleading, you know what I'm saying? They can make you think that owning one of these bikes or these S1Ks and these $40,000, $30,000 bikes is easy, which I don't think they believe that, but it can be misleading. The economy, the world is moving in a trajectory of you do more work for less. Meaning, the people's doing the same amount of work, right? They might be working more hours, but you're doing the same amount of work. People still work at these factories. Some of these factories that I ride by, on my rides, I used to work there. They still going. I don't know how much they get paid now, but I can promise you they're doing the same thing. It's not like they changed the job description, And I do believe that, I got a couple of friends that do work there. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that the pay is close to being the same. It's nothing, no difference. It might be a little bit more, but I believe wholeheartedly that you're doing more work for less. You know what I'm saying? You're doing way more work for way less money than you should be getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's a clear sign that things aren't going the way they should be going. Because, back then when I worked at those places, I barely could afford my rent. You know what I'm saying? Back then I could barely afford it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford my rent. I couldn't afford car insurance, car payment, rent. I was barely making it then. So if you go from then till now, me making significantly more money, and I'm not saying that I'm struggling, but I'm damn sure paycheck to paycheck, Let me handle, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking rolling in the money, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making way more money than I was at that time. To me, my goal was to get closer to 100,000 a year. I got close to 100,000 a year. So once I did that, I thought, okay, I'm good. You know, I'll be able to be comfortable. I'm not comfortable. No American that's making, you know, around slightly above $70,000, $80,000 a year is comfortable right now, especially if they want to do things. Like, I got this bike. It's not the most expensive bike, which I was, you know, a smart move on my part. Don't go out here and buy a $30,000 bike because you got a little bit of extra money. No. I just believe there's a lot more people out here, because if I'm making 80,000, right? If I'm making that, and then there's people out here making less than that, like, all I'm saying is, when I was making less than that, I was struggling, but I still had, you know, we had one car in the family. I would pick her up from work, or she would pick me up. Either way, however it worked, however our jobs worked. It was better for me to just work night shift, and I was out the way of everything. But it's people out here that make way less than that, than 80,000, and you just gotta try to fathom what that would be, what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, honestly, what is that? You know, like, what does that look like? And I really believe it can't be good, you know? It can't be. It can't be a good thing. People's paychecks are just getting ripped to shreds by bills you have to pay. I can understand if you don't have to pay it. If it's like, well, I don't need that bill. That's cable, or something like that. No, it's water, rent, fucking garbage bill, you know, all of the things, the necessary things you need aren't being able to be funded by the money these people are making. I'm not waiting because I'm not gonna get the light. All of that's not being able to be funded, you know? You can't pay all of those bills with the type of money that some of these factories are paying these people. Or some of these jobs, most of these jobs aren't getting paid enough to fund water, garbage, electricity, rent, mortgage, car payment, car insurance, necessities, meaning toilet paper and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's not being able to be funded. You can't pay for all of that with the paychecks these jobs is giving out. You can't. And I always think, like, what is these people, the people doing that was, you know, in the position that I used to be in? Because when I was in it, I couldn't barely do anything for myself. And that's one thing that I always think about. And I seen that video, and I was like, I gotta go do a motor vlog. I gotta vlog about that, man, because I know there's people out here that's going through that, bro. I know for a fact. I know people's going through that, bro. And that shit I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if it's anything anybody can do. You know, people say vote for this person, vote for that person, vote for this party, and I don't know shit about shit. And I don't know, I mean, I'll vote. Okay, say they put the two people up here that you should vote for, right? I don't know what Republican or Democrat, I don't know. Okay, they up there telling you all the shit that they feel they gonna do, and then you just gotta hope they gonna do it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who it is. They gotta be able to hold to their promise. That's all that matters. It don't matter who it is. People go off, Donald Trump, all these names. The name don't mean shit. is if they're gonna do what they say they're gonna do, and that's all we can do. Everybody say, oh, vote this, vote that. Okay, you voted. What if they don't do shit that they said they're gonna do? Then you kind of you asked out, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? You stuck with the bullshit that we currently in now. I don't know how we got here. I'm not blaming it on nobody. I don't know. All I'm saying is, don't let these moto vloggers, some of these bigger channels that accumulate a lot of money, don't let that fool you or trick you into believing that it's okay out here. Don't jump out here, say you know, you just graduated 17, 18, 19, you won't get your first bike. I'm not saying people is out here doing it, but I know people have the capabilities. You know, they got parents, you know, their parents took care of their credit for them. You know, they come out here and they got decent credit, right? Some parents help their kids out, you know, in the beginning, and they get out here and they got decent credit. Some people aren't responsible enough, and then they see these content creators and they go, man, I want to do that, right? And they walk in and they're able to buy a H2, they're able to buy a S1K. They first, literally, some of these people's first bikes, 2 bikes is damn near the price of a house. You know what I'm saying? That should be the price of your first house. You know what I'm saying? And some of these people's motorcycles cost that. Their first few motorcycles cost that. All I'm saying is, don't get out here and jump to the conclusion of thinking, I'm gonna get the best bike, I'm gonna get the best gear, I'm gonna get the nicest helmet, I'm gonna get the nicest boots and all this shit. It's not cool out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not real. It's not real. Some of these people are gaining a lot of money. Damn, that was glass. They're getting a lot of money through these views and AdSense and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are getting a lot of money, and they taking that money and they using it to buy bikes or buy gear or put pipe, you know, exhaust and all that stuff. That's the way they're able to do it. Don't go out here using your money that you work hard for, that you don't make enough of, to try to keep up with the Joneses. That's all I'm saying. That's kind of what this video is about, and it is about the state of America, the state of the economy, and the way things have been going lately. I was gonna go downtown and do all of that stuff, but I kind of seen that video and I thought this would be a good video to talk about, because I see a lot of moto vlogs. I watch almost everything. I've probably seen it. If you make moto vlogs, I've probably seen it. I'm just putting this out if whoever comes across this, and I want you to think about what you're doing, think about what you're buying, because the world is in a fucked up place right now. You know what I'm saying? The world's in a fucked up place right now. Money ain't what money should be, you know? Money is not what it should be. You shouldn't have to work that hard to get by barely. You know, I'm just getting by. Some of these people's working 10 hours, 12 hours a day, 50 hours a week, close to 60 hours a week. Just to be like, well, okay, I can pay my bills. That's it. I can pay the bill that's due. It should not be that way. I'm just telling you, it should not be that way. And for the people that feel like they gotta say, oh, well, it's your fault, or it's the people's fault, I don't vote, okay? I'm not even in this. Don't put me in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't put me in it. I don't vote. Not saying I don't want to vote. I just think that I don't pay attention enough to be irresponsible and vote for somebody that I don't even follow. You know, I don't follow this shit. I don't follow none of that shit. It makes no sense to me. Because at the end of the day, some of these presidents and Republicans are people that only want your vote so they can just have the power to be, oh, I'm president, or I'm senator, or they ain't giving a fuck about what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? That's my reasoning that I don't vote. A lot of times it's only power, bro. A lot of this shit's through power. I want the power. I want to say I was president, right? They not. Look, bro. Let me tell you this. Some of these presidents, bro, and some of these people only want to say I was president. They only want to say I had the power to control America. I can go bomb some shit. Some of these people just won't. They power hungry, bro. That's it. That's all it is to it. Power hungry. Nothing else, nothing more. And I want everybody to understand that America wasn't built on what it's standing for right now. It was supposed to be built off freedom, democracy, fairness, equality, even though nothing in the beginning of America was equal, nothing. So we're not gonna go deep into that, but I'm just saying, once they start getting the democracy and building, that's what it was supposed to be for. Okay, we're gonna use these people, we're gonna, enslave some people, whatever. We're gonna do some of this shit to build something to get to a point where everybody can be equal and everybody can have their own. And that's true. That's true in some areas of the world, I'm not gonna say that it ain't. I'm gonna say it's true in some areas. It is fair, and it is a lot of rich people, white, black, brown, whatever. So I can't say that some people that didn't benefit. Well, I can't even talk. Some people didn't benefit from it, but I will tell you, where we at now, what it's supposed to be, wasn't supposed to be. Okay, we ain't supposed to be here. We supposed to be. I don't know if we're supposed to be in a better position, but I will say we're supposed to be in a more comfortable position, because I'm not lazy. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people that work every day. They're not lazy either. You know what I'm saying? They ain't lazy. They didn't do nothing wrong. They went to work every day. They pay their bills, ones they can pay on time. They do everything that they can do to maintain a good environment and household for their kids. And they say the same shit. Man. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go grocery shopping. I'm about to spend a whole fuck ton of money I shouldn't even have to spend just to put food in my house. And I know it's going to, hopefully I get a lot of comments. That's why I'm doing this video. I want to see people in the comments talking about who to vote for, when to vote, how to vote, what to vote for, all of that. I need to see it. I need to see people, and I want to see people's explanation on how to fix it and what to do. I don't want to keep going on and on and on about it, but I do want to stir up some sort of conversation. And I think it's everybody else's duty to do the same thing. I think people need to. I understand a lot of these people that might watch these videos don't give a fuck about this shit, but I felt like I had to do it. I was gonna go do another type of video. I think this one needs to be done. This needs to be done. So I want everybody to understand the world ain't supposed to be this way. The world is a whole different place than you might think. Don't go out here thinking you have to buy the newest, have the newest, be the coolest. You can start off low and build up. Don't jump too fast out here. That's what they want. You can get a bike like this, $8,000. You ain't gotta go spend $40,000 to have something nice. I get compliments on this every day, every single day. You don't have to have the best and the most expensive. Don't fall for this. I don't even know what to call it. What they call it? Consumerism. Don't fall for what they trying to sell you, man. Don't fall for it. Be your own person. Do your own motherfucking thing, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't doing their own thing. They doing what other people's doing. They following. Why you think you go on Facebook Marketplace and you type in helmet? I did this the other day. For motorcycle helmet. Let me look up a helmet, see if I can find something cheap. I don't need one, I just typed it in. How come I go to Instagram? Helmets every 5 minutes. I can't even go to the stories. I'm trying to skip to the next story, and I'm seeing motorcycle helmets. What the fuck is a motorcycle helmets doing in the stories? Right? And then you go, I'm scrolling, boom, motorcycle helmets, motorcycle jackets, boots. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. You know, I don't want this shit. I'm trying to look at timelines. And that shit's on your timeline from typing it over here. Google it. Don't go to Google. Don't Google it. Shit, sometimes don't even think it. Me right now that I'm saying this, I promise you, right now that I'm saying this shit, this shit's gonna pop up on your timeline. If you clicked on this video and you got to this point where I'm talking about this shit, it's gonna pop up on your timeline. I promise you. So all I'm saying, don't fall for it. Everything that's been pushed to you is the very thing that's keeping you down. You just have to think. You have to think about what you're buying. You have to think about what you want to do and then try to do it the smart way. That's it. That's all I can tell you. All I can tell you. Think about what you're doing, man. Don't just do shit out here and think, yeah, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't think I'm straight. I'll be all right. I'll pay it off in time, or I got the money. Think about your future, bro. Don't fall victim to this shit. The world is about this. Money. The world, everything is about this. That's it. And if they can get you and turn you into a slave, turn you into somebody that's paying a customer, that's what you're gonna be. And that's what it is. Everybody can't be a boss, everybody can't be a leader, everybody can't be the president. Everybody can't be a CEO of a company. But it has to start somewhere for somebody. You know what I'm saying? If that's somebody's aspiration, they're gonna start off with you. They're gonna pick you. Your dumb ass is gonna pay for it. I seen a fucking, I'm not knocking these people, I'm not talking about them, I'm not even gonna say their name. I seen a damn motorcycle hoodie for $270. What the fuck? Half the, look, hoodie. It's a hoodie, bro. And I understand that the hoodie has like Kevlar and CE rated and all that shit. I get it. Come on, bro. $270 for a hoodie? Y'all tripping, bro. You tripping, man. Straight the fuck up, you tripping. So all I want everybody to do, off of that video I just put up, I want people to comment what they think and why it is the way it is and how you would fix it. It's the video, bro. I can't keep on going on about it, man. I want people to understand and get the conversation going on why this shit is the way it is. Sweezy, baby. We out this bitch.